who puts a child in a duffel bag? Like, was there
Yeah.
like nothing like for this child to be warm for that extended amount of time, however that child was out there? Who's to say? We don't know, but we know the end result is the child did not make it.
What is up? It's your boy G11, joined by Sus today with another
Uh,
episode of Homie Talk, where we have real discussion about real things happening right now. So today we're covering a topic that actually Sus brought up, and I thought it'd be a good thing to discuss on the channel because it has a lot to do with accountability, which is a kind of a taboo topic these days. You know, it's like kryptonite to a lot of people. So Suspect, you want to give some background before we dig in?
well, it's from what I found out is from Chicago, where I'm originally from, and
Yeah.
it deals with, let's say, there's a law out there that helps with people who, let's just say, abandon their kids.
Oh, so if they
And
don't,
it's like it's the safe haven. They have safe havens out there. You can take a child to like a fire station and drop it off, and you won't be prosecuted.
oh
And
wow,
yeah, because it's a safe haven. But
somewhere where the kid will get treatment and
and
stuff like that.
all that, yeah, be taken care
Okay.
of, and hopefully find a new home, get adopted, and all that. But with this story, a child was found in a duffel bag, newborn child that was found in a duffel bag outside of a Chicago fire station, and this happened in about 5 in the morning. Yep, you see,
That's
on
crazy,
Saturday morning, a newborn baby was found dead inside a duffel bag that had been left out of the Chicago fire station.
man. That's some crazy shit. I know it gets pretty cold in Chicago right around this time of year.
Bro,
I know it
it's
gets real cold.
it's cold as shit, my guy. I, I
Yeah.
fucking I fucking hate the cold, and I'm from there. I don't fuck with it because, like, and you know how you were when you were a kid and shit. You ain't like, I'm not cold. I'm gonna dress nice and shit. It's like,
Nah,
fuck
that
all that.
wind, that
That
wind
that
is
wind chill
biting.
knock you the fuck out.
Yo, but so I'm gonna pull the article back up because you mentioned the safe haven law.
Right.
So and they found the newborn baby dead inside a bag at 5 a.m. So this was the article was just reported yesterday, but this happened just this past Saturday.
Yeah. Right.
Which is like crazy. Like how we starting off 2022 like this. That's let's see if we dig down further. Oh, so right here it says the grim discovery was made around 5 a.m. on Saturday outside of a station on the 1000 block of North Orleans Street. Chicago Police Department told people in the statement the body was found when the firehouse crew went outside that morning to shovel snow. God damn.
And
That's
like
tough.
5 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then they're out shoveling snow and then they just like hit. You don't know if they hit it or just like, you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
They just come across a duffel bag. Who puts a child in a duffel bag? Like, was there like nothing like for this child to be warm for that extended amount of time, however that child was out there? Who's to say? We don't know, but we know the end result is the child did not make it. A newborn being fresh out
That's
the
just
womb.
sad, man.
Yeah, and then like me being a newfound dad, man, I would
Yeah.
I would not know what to do if I found some shit like that out.
No, I bet you even with your kid now, because I was the same way with both my girls, right? Any little peep, you're like, you alive?
Right?
Even
No,
if you
I be
and if
sitting
you
there
don't hear
like
'em.
checking on them and shit, just like poking them, like, you alright? You alright?
I know with both of mine, like I would go in if I didn't hear them, I'd go in and look at them, make sure their chest was going up and
right?
down. Like, y'all breathing? Like,
Yeah,
all right.
I do
You
the
know,
same
so
thing. I got you.
yeah, it's like, well, I mean, I say that just to say, like, as parents, right? There's usually some kind of connection, like with the newborn, especially with the mothers. Like, now I know they go through that postpartum, like after the birth, where
Mm,
they get smacked by this shit hard and they're like depressed. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, to me, that's just such a callous, like cold act to just leave a baby out there. I
right.
think if we go back to the article real quick, I'm gonna pull it back up. Oh, wait a minute, I made you disappear.
Oh,
Where'd you go?
oh.
There you go. Basically, they said it's not clear how long the newborn was outside, and then just below it, fire officials say that there was not an attempt to contact anybody inside the station, an action that could have saved the newborn's life. So
Right.
I know typically with this stuff, right, you would assume they would like knock on the door, ring the doorbell, like just alert somebody that there's a baby out here. Like,
Something,
come
you
on,
know,
man.
like something.
Some
And
kind of
it's
decency.
just tragic that you wouldn't even say anything at all. Like,
Right. Nothing. That baby didn't stand a chance, man.
not at all. Not at all. And it's just cold, no pun intended.
So,
Yeah.
cold. That's messed up.
I was no pun intended.
Let's finish up the rest of this article here. Let's see. Fire officials say, okay, yep. Following the discovery, the Chicago Fire Department issued a reminder on social media about the safe haven law. So you did mention that. Makes it possible for newborns to be left with workers at designated safe places with no questions asked, no judgment given.
Right.
There's no risk to the person being identified or questioned. You can knock on the door, ring the bell, get our attention. We'll take the child from you. Thank you, and you're on your way. So,
Simple
man,
as
this
that.
is
Simple
real
as
simple.
that. And it's just mind boggling that
Yeah.
they would go to the lengths of going all the way there and not do
Right.
not even simply like knocking on the door. Nothing.
Couldn't even finish the job of just of knocking, ringing the doorbell. Like they were so scared. Again, like that's
Most
selfish,
likely-
man.
Yeah, it's most
They
likely
care
were
more about
scared of-
themselves
Oh,
than the life of
being
that baby.
scared of the repercussions that something that might happen, but
Yo, there's a straight up law in place for that.
right.
Well,
but-
they put a tweet out that explained it. That's just, I mean, that's just really sad, man. Additionally, since the law has passed, 143 babies have been taken to the safe haven location, so that's pretty cool.
right.
So, however, during the same time period, 87 babies were found illegally abandoned, and 51% of those 87 died.
Damn.
That's tough, man. That's
That
a lot of just like these kids don't stand a chance, man. My whole thing is like, why even go through the trouble of having, like, of even having the baby, of even not using protection, and
If
then you
don't-
just abandon. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know there's different scenarios out here, but in general, if you don't want pregnancy, there's all kinds of options out there. Women have a plethora of birth control options to where, it'll pretty much 99% prevent pregnancy. I'll say that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? There's always that 1%, and then you got, as for dudes, we got condoms and snipping the boys.
And but who
You
what
know-
man not being I'm probably gonna be devil advocate for that, but like what man, including myself, I ain't gonna lie, is it depends. Okay, actually, let me say this. let me clarify this first. You if you already in a dealings with somebody for a
And
while.
the dealings. What's the dealings?
Let's just
Is
say that.
a
Let's just say that.
relationship? Like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but if and y'all familiar with each other for a certain amount of time, and you just
Familiar? You saying having sex with each other? Is that what you mean? Like, come on, speak plainly.
you raw dogging, dog. That's all I gotta say. you raw dogging.
So it's a conscious decision to crash the club, but so I mean, part of that falls on you,
Yeah.
and part of that falls on her, though, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, you have the option of using protection. If you don't, she still is kind of the final gatekeeper to, the baby being born. I mean, and in this day and age, she has more of those reproductive rights. We'll call it that.
Right.
Versus the A word. I don't know, man. I just feel like people have to be a little bit more responsible in this day and age, whether having sex or, I mean, there's tons of stories. I mean, just like this one, there's another one that happened in New Mexico. Did you hear about that one?
Oh no, I haven't heard about the New Mexico one.
So hold on, I'll pull up the video for that. Basically, what happened is this 18-year-old, she left her baby in a dumpster in New Mexico, and luckily the baby was found. But I think she's been charged with like neglect, or I don't think New Mexico has like
a safe haven
law. So the mother's trying to stick up for her and everything, but this is the video right here, so I'll give it a quick play.
Oh, they got her on camera too.
Yeah, there's cameras right outside the dumpster.
It's difficult to watch. A teen mom drives up to the dumpster. In the back seat is her newborn, stuffed in a trash bag.
In a trash bag,
then
bro.
you see her coldly tossing the baby boy right into the dumpster
Oh, shit,
like
man.
garbage. She drives off, not realizing every move she made was captured on surveillance camera.
Yep, they
It's
got the license
36
plate and
degrees
everything.
in Hobbs, New Mexico.
Mhm.
But the story doesn't end there. Nightfall comes.
So
That
people saw the
same
video and they
surveillance
came.
camera captures a miracle.
They saved
As
it.
3 dumpster divers scavenge for goods, suddenly they hear what they think is a cat. They retrieve the garbage bag. Miraculously, the baby is alive. You see
Unreal.
the woman taking charge, her maternal instincts kicking in.
Wow.
She cradles the baby. You even see her kiss the infant. They call 911.
911, where is your emergency?
We just found a baby in the trash.
Is it breathing?
Yes, ma'am. He still got his umbilical cord. He's whimpering. He was not crying, actually.
The woman
Isn't that sad?
That's fucking cold.
Isn't that sad? She put the baby in the trash bag and put him in the dumpster. So she knew what she was doing.
That's fucking cold.
She had enough of a mindset to try to cover the baby up through and just tossed it in there.
And it still had its umbilical cord.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Thank God for those good Samaritans that happened to be there to find it.
Who, if they weren't dumpster diving, they wouldn't have found it in
Right,
time.
this-
In time.
This would have been a different story.
Yeah. Who's to say, somebody working around that area would have came across and tossed some trash into there. Could have been the lightest or heaviest shit, but that would have been maybe hours to the next day later.
If they found it, what I'm saying?
If at all, yes.
Because if the baby would have died in the dumpster, no one would hear it, and it would have just been taken to the dump.
Right.
That's the sad part. That's just to say, like, I don't understand. I'm gonna play a little bit more of it so we can see. I think they actually showed a girl. I don't know if that's her mother
Saved her, I think. Is it?
or the actual baby's mother.
Urge took him somewhere other than throwing him away like a piece of trash.
The teen mom was quickly tracked down. She is 18-year-old Alexia Avila and now faces attempted murder and child abuse charges. She reportedly delivered the baby earlier that day in the bathroom at home. The baby has now been named Saul. A terrible beginning and saved by 3 dumpster divers who made the most precious find of their lives.
Yeah, so there's more to the story. There's other articles that say she allegedly didn't know she was pregnant.
It's common. It's common, so I can't say how, but how.
That's not common. That's like super rare where the woman doesn't know. But I don't think
common nowadays, because how many stories have you heard about some of this? Oh, I didn't know I was pregnant. Shut the fuck up.
Right. I'm saying I don't believe a lot. I don't believe it until we get the facts of it. And in this case, I don't believe she didn't know. She had the baby in her bathroom at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Right. Like, what sense does that make? Hey, and then like your first obligation is to go run to your car.
To get rid of it.
No, my bad. Put the baby in a trash bag. run to your car, go find the nearest dumpster at some back alley store,
Toss
and
that
just
baby
toss
in
them.
like trash, man.
Fucked
These
up.
kids, like, these kids really don't stand a chance. Like, this shit just hurts my soul, man.
Bro, it's tragic.
People just need to. And I think the rest of the story, the father, like the guy who got her pregnant, it's a mess. People just need to practice sex more responsibly, and not everybody needs to have kids.
True.
I'm just gonna say that. Like, I mean, this is messed up, man. And she was 18, so she was old enough to understand what she was doing.
And then, this is also something related. There's something. This happened like 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks
Her
ago.
dusty face up.
Almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And this was kind of the right way to go about it. It
Sure.
it was still bad, but like it was better. There in Alaska, there was a baby found. Found in Alaska, abandoned.
I got the article.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me pull that up. Because I was looking at that too. They actually found the baby, and there's a note with that baby.
Right, and he went about it and said, "Find him a loving home."
Mm-hmm. This is the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So where was this
Right
one? Fairbanks, Alaska, with the note from the mother. This was on Saturday. Why are people just dumping their babies on Saturday? There's something about that day. The hell?
No. I'm off work that day, or something like it's the weekend. I'm trying to turn up. What the?
And this was maybe the article's January 3rd. So I'm thinking this had to be around New Year's or something like that. Let's see. The Alaska State Troopers received a report about the abandoned child, noting the child was alive and seemed to have been abandoned. There's a note with the baby indicating the parent could not take care of it. After being discovered, infant was transported to a hospital instead of being in good health. Found by Alaska resident who posted a video on social media of the note and the child. Oh, they found him in a cardboard box at the row of mailboxes by their house. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I don't understand that, how you can just give your kid up like that, man.
Right, dog, and it's crazy.
Like, instead of just abandoning them outside, there's options. You can leave them at the hospital, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, Chicago has a safe haven. But you ask a family member, like, just you got to do something after that child is born. You can't, they're here. It's not their fault, to just kind of snuff their life out, essentially. So this kind of stuff always bothered me.
It's all on the fact that people are scared to face the consequences of their actions. And
dusty ass, unaccountable adults. I'm gonna say it like that.
I mean, yeah. Damn, bro, back the fuck up.
They're just dusty, man. I don't. There's no other way to say it. Like, just stop having some people. Man, if I had my way, I would take away some people's right to just like procreate, bro. Like, some people just take that shit. Thanos snap it away, bro. Like all the oh man, I'm about to be mean, but I was gonna say all the dumb people.
let's say less irresponsible. Then let's go with that.
All the less irresponsible people who don't know. Who aren't ready and don't know, like, you just don't have kids, man. Like, just fuck. God damn, that makes me mad. That's all I got on this one, man. You got anything to close with?
I mean, honestly, if they need it, just like out in Chicago, they have the safe haven law. It needs to be implemented in other places. I think that it should also be a place, or like I said, it should be also implemented elsewhere so that people don't be scared to, fear of judgment that they're going to be in trouble or what am I going to do about this baby and make dumb decisions like these people clearly have. One being actually 2 out of these 3 that we've talked about being actually fairly better than that first one we started with. The first one is the tragic one. That is what parents as a whole would never want to, never want to see. Coming outside, seeing a lifeless child, baby, newborn, just holding it limp.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
That's literally awful. That's the worst thing I could imagine, bro.
Right.
And the people who do this shit do need to go to jail for the rest of their life or get the same kind of thing, bro. Like, that's just, there's no excuse. You went through the trouble having the baby, deal with it.
Right.
Give the baby a chance or give them
Talk
up the
to
right
somebody
way.
beforehand. There is other options to actively give the baby up for adoption before it's even born.
Yeah,
there is other venues that you can look into.
Right.
There's no way this should happen on the amount that it does.
Yep. I mean, an absolute worst case scenario, most females have more say so in reproductive rights before the baby's even born. That's my whole thing. Why have the baby and then snuff them out, man? That's just some whack shit.
People are talking about they don't condemn abortion and they don't think it's right. It's my body, my choice.
But I think it's worse to have the baby, like they're here, they're alive and breathe, and then take them out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that to me is worse.
Right.
I don't know.
And that's all I got on that.
YouTube, that's the end of this video. We're going to leave it there. Let us know what you guys think about the topic down in the comment section below. I mean, what do you guys think about that situation in Chicago? How do you think the dusty ass parents handled it, especially that 18-year-old in New Mexico? Let us know. Hit the like and subscribe button for the algorithm so you get notified when more content just like this drops. Until next time, folks, peace.